If you feel like you're losing control, stop right here and feel your fear. Welcome back to another video. This is Vanessa. Nice to have you here. So listen, this is something that I've learned along the way and that has been so helpful for me. So let me explain. Sometimes we come to moments in life, more often for some and not so often for others, where we feel like, oh my God, I'm losing control. Or, oh my God, I don't have the answer. Or whatever that shock moment or that fear moment is for you. I'm sure something may come up for you. Maybe that's happening for you right now, or it happened in the past. And even if you're feeling totally fine right now, keep this video in mind, because you can reuse this practice or technique in order to help you find your center again and inner peace in the future. Okay, so actually, when you observe somebody else freak out about something, you're sometimes like, oh, either I don't get it, or, oh, I've been there before, they will make it, or, oh, I don't know what to do, and you freak out with them, right? And you're trying to find the right things to say. Now, imagine to observe yourself from the outside, or remember even a past situation where you felt like, oh my God, I'm losing control. I need to control this right now. And maybe that need in the moment was or is to keep the control, to make you feel safe, right? Maybe it is about, not being able to keep a partnership alive, or it's about your health, or it's about your job or money or whatever these human problems that we all deal with are. If you want to share, drop it in the chat below. You're not alone. We're all, sometimes going through these things. And what's really important in that moment is to remember you've done it before. This is not the end of the world. Even if you're going through stuff that's really freaking difficult. What's really important is to realize that you are, in fact, trying to grab and hold on to control through whatever. Sometimes we try and do it through drugs, alcohol, sex, shopping, you choose your poison, so to say, or we try to manipulate a person, or try to hold them to us because we're so afraid of losing them, or whatever it is, or you're trying in a project to suddenly try to do everything by yourself just so you keep the control of the quality or the delivery time or whatever. And in those moments, realize that you're trying to, hold on to control in a needy way. And I'm not saying this from judgment, I'm saying this from love, because it happened to me in the past where I felt like I need to hold on to something to keep in control. But that control that you're trying to hold on to, it's only perceived control. It's control that you created in your mind. It's something that feels potentially safe to your mind, but that doesn't mean that it's true. It doesn't mean that it's actual safety. It doesn't mean that it's actual control. Because usually when we get into a situation where we feel like we're losing control, there's always something that we need to move through and learn, right? Like sometimes it is that we need to learn to let go actually of that perceived control, so we can let the natural flow of what is supposed to be happen. Now, maybe you're going to say now, yeah, but my partner died, or I got really sick, and I'm really sorry if this is something that happened to you or is happening to you. I know sometimes situations in life arise that we have no answer to and no why to. And all we can do is just stop and feel our fear. Feel our fear, feel our grief. That's all we actually have control over. And no matter what your situation is it if it's that hard, or if it's like just an everyday scare that really gets you and you often have this need for control, admit it. Admit that you're feeling right now like you're losing control, and that this feeling sucks big time. Sucks big time. Yeah, and instead of trying to hold on to control somehow, in like a forceful, needy way on the outside, sit yourself down. Sit yourself down right now. Close your eyes, put your hand on your heart. Put a song on if that helps you to connect to your emotions. But feel that fear. Feel that fear of losing control. Feel it. And what's behind it? What is the wound? When did you feel like not in control before? Does it come from a previous experience of heartbreak or betrayal? Does it come from your childhood in some way? What is the programming or conditioning that you received growing up or in relationships? And just connect, first of all, before you even analyze those questions that I just shared. Before you go to those questions, feel that fear. Feel that fear of losing whatever you're trying to hold on to. Feel that fear of receiving shame or like feeling embarrassed if something doesn't work out. Because you're human. Nobody is perfect. Nobody. And this is a gift. This is on purpose made like that. Non-human, no human is perfect. Maybe some people portray that they are perfect, but trust me, nobody is. And that's okay. That's okay. We're not trying to be perfect. It's portrayed as if we're supposed to try. You should try to be yourself fully. You should try to be vulnerable with yourself and admit to yourself, right now I really want to hold on to control because this makes me feel safe somehow. But you know what's actually safe? Sitting yourself down and feeling your feelings that you haven't let yourself feel. And admitting that, oh my God, this is so hard. I'm afraid. I'm admitting I'm afraid. And feel that fear. Or I'm admitting I'm grieving. I'm sad. I feel lonely. I feel lost. And feel that. Because on the other side of feeling a feeling through, there's a realization. And then you realize, oh, I feel lonely. Oh, I have this deep desire to connect with people that are like me. And not chase after people that won't even understand me. That I'm trying so hard to get control over and make and hope that they will like me. Let this go. And I know this is hard, but once you allow yourself to admit to yourself whatever you feel and take a moment to feel that through, literally, like I really mean this. Sit yourself down, put on a song if it helps you to feel, and feel whatever needs to be felt. And remember that you've done hard things before. And what you actually need. Then ask yourself, after you felt that through, what do I actually need right now? Do I need to control that situation? Is this really the best for me? To try and control this? What do I really need right now? Is it calling my friend and asking somebody for help, for a hug, for whatever? Do I need to take a walk and clear my mind before I make a decision based on fear? Am I really happy in that relationship that I try so hard to hold on to? Does this person that I'm trying so hard to convince to like me actually deserve my attention and love? Do they meet me halfway? And often when we're sensitive people, we learn to overgive, especially to people that don't really appreciate what we give. And sometimes we give to the wrong people too much and chase them or whatever. Or we're trying to hold on to a project or a job for the title or for any other reason that comes maybe from our ego or from our mind rather than from our heart and soul. Yeah, and it's hard to admit. It's hard to admit these things. But sometimes, there's a beautiful saying, it's called let go and let God. And I love this. Every time I feel like I want to control the situation or an outcome, yes, you should still give your best, but for the right reasons, from your heart. If it doesn't align with your heart and soul, maybe it's not for you. And again, it's not the same like not giving your best, right? You can still give your best. But if you give your best and things still aren't working out, maybe it's not aligned. Or maybe it's not yet the time. Maybe sometimes we're tested in patience and we need to learn patience. So if this feels right now like, I'm really bad with patience, then maybe this is what you're learning right now. If what you're doing actually feels right, but you want it all now and you want to control the timeline and whatever, then maybe you got to learn patience and still sit yourself down, feel this feeling, this uncomfortable feeling of, oh, I want it all now. Why do you want it all now? What is it going to give you? Is it going to give you, I don't know, like validation from the outside? What is it? And sometimes if it's not patience, what you're supposed to learn, sometimes it's supposed to be about you respecting yourself and letting go what is not for you, not aligned to you. Then it's really about learning to respect yourself and learn that you deserve something else, something that is more aligned to who you are. Sometimes we're chasing things that are not aligned just because maybe we grew up in a way or we learned certain experiences that make us believe that we need to give more and more and more and more, and we still didn't give enough, but we're drained. Maybe you gave enough, but that situation, that project, that person is not for you. And then it's possibly about let go and let God. Let go and let the universe. Let go and let source. And if that is very hard for you to allow, then you got to work on your relationship with the higher power. Then you got to work on your relationship with your own intuition, with self-trust, with trust in life. Yeah? So either it's about learning patience, or it's about learning to trust yourself that you're good enough, despite what the world is showing you. And where is my dissonance with the higher power? Why can I not trust in life, in God, in universe, however you want to call it? Okay? So the next time you feel like you need to control, sit yourself down, feel the fear. Okay? That's the cure. Feel the fear or whatever feeling is underneath this need to control. And then ask yourself, what do I really need right now? And I don't mean like, I need a check for €1,000, $1,000. What do you really need? A human need. Yeah? Do I need connection? Do I need to be heard? Do I need to be hugged? Do I need love? What do I need? And then what is one small way you can give that to yourself or ask others for help? Yeah? Alrighty, comment below how you feel about control. If you don't know what to say hi. I trust. Okay? From my heart to yours, I see you in the next video. Bye. You've got this.